Because once he understood the internal conflict that was causing his anxiety, he no longer had it. He called me the next day and said, Hava, it was the first night, I did not have it anymore. And I've been in touch with him since, and he's totally cured. That was one session, a wonderful success. Another important case was a woman that came to me. She suffered from severe migraines, on medication, physiotherapy, behavior therapy, you name it, nothing worked. And we did regression. She regressed to an early time in her teen years where she had suffered a severe emotional trauma. It was very painful to go through it, but once she's gone through it, when she came out of trance, her headache at that specific time was gone. It was going on for 10 days straight. And later on, she had told me that she's totally cured. She does not have headache, she takes no medication, her life is not devastated anymore, and it's miraculous.
So basically you have to pinpoint the cause of the symptoms, I guess, in order to...
Well, the client comes to you presenting a specific problem. And so by relaxing them and allowing their subconscious mind to lead you to where they need to go, the answer is there. They just need the encouragement and to feel totally relaxed, and they can come up with the memories or the feelings that are suppressed.
Well, that sounds very interesting. And now we're going to see what this week's testimony has to say.
Ma première expérience avec un hypnologue
I met with an hypnotherapist for the first time 5 years ago. I was suffering from the after effects of a violent armed sexual assault. After 2 years of psychiatric and psychological treatments, I was still experiencing serious difficulties, a result of those 2.5 hours of aggression. I had severe eczema, as well as having suicidal thoughts 24 hours a day. I saw no exit and was living in a state of constant terror. One night, the cortisone no longer effective. The pain in my left foot became so intense, I decided to amputate it with an electrical knife. Following this event, I found a cassette of a TV show, Jeannette Bertrand, which spoke of the curing effect of hypnosis on different ailments. After watching it, I got in touch with the Hypnologist Association of Quebec and mentioned the urgency of my case. It had to be tonight because tomorrow would be too late. I met with the hypnotherapist that same night. Although I live far from the city, it was late in the evening, and the person whom I had spoken to was a man. I took my Doberman, my defense arsenal, and went. Once there, I felt better. Even though the person who greeted me was a man, I could trust him, I saw it in his eyes. It was my only hope at the time. We met for many sessions after that. They were all different, but each time I noticed a release of those tragedies locked within me.
Les drames qui étaient bétonnés dans mon abysse très profond.
Although the court proceedings were held behind closed doors, the hypnotherapist office was the only place where I could speak of the gruesome details which permitted the release of the pus held within me. I made gradual progress, although it took a little longer with me. I felt there was a fight between wanting to know and not wanting to know what really happened to me. I was strongly holding on to this therapy as hope of getting well had been proven to me. I was still suicidal, but I had hope now, and combined with my passion for the arts, this served as a springboard to move forward.
Ça me faisait un bon tremplin pour continuer.
There were long-lasting changes. I stopped meeting the hypnotherapist after the session when we decided everything had been said. I also appreciate the fact that it provoked a regression to my childhood, which liberated me from certain phobias and provided me with explanations. Personally, I owe a lot to hypnosis.
Des choses importantes également qui m'ont libérée de certaines phobies et des explications. Et personnellement, je dois beaucoup à l'hypnose.
My skepticism from the beginning changed into confidence, for I was convinced of the professionalism of Janet's TV program. I knew that much research went into every show that she produced.
Je suis venue avec confiance et je peux seulement suggérer aux personnes
I strongly recommend to people with deep-rooted psychological conflicts who haven't found solutions to these with conventional therapies to opt for this type of treatment. This medicine, in fact.
Cette façon de traitement, cette médecine, en fait. Et je peux témoigner.
I am proof as to the wealth of good it can bring. On the other hand, I don't want to minimize the important role of the psychotherapist, the psychologist, the judiciary system, as well as the victims' aid program who provided me with support. I want to mention this.
D'aide aux victimes. Je veux le mentionner.
I'm back with Mr. Noël DELCOURT, and he's going to talk to us about the Therapist Gazette.
Yes, Danielle, I want to mention to all the viewers that if they want more, to know more about what we've been talking about on this show for the past 12 weeks, there were 6 in French, I would like them to consult the Therapist Gazette, which is coming out now every 4 months. So we have an issue coming out in December. If the people want to reach us on our website, they just have to dial the number that's been on the screen now.
Okay, wonderful. And now we're also going to listen to a segment from My Health, My Rights. And we'd like to mention, though, before that, as you know, this show is about hypnosis, which is an integral part of alternative medicine. But it's important for you to know that the College of Doctors do not agree with the free use of these various natural techniques. And the group, My Health, My Rights, represents consumers who want to choose freely their medical options. It's a non-profit organization, and it's $2 to become a member. So let's hear what they have to say this week.
Today we'd like to speak to you about a phenomenon that exists since many, many years in North America and also in Europe, is this battle between conventional and non-conventional medicine. Our point of view is that on the consumer's point of view, there is no difference. We don't promote either conventional medicine, we don't promote non-conventional medicine. We promote the freedom of choice. Now, of course, we cannot set aside many achievements done by the conventional medicine in terms of urgency and in terms of primary medicine. In emergency cases, no other medicine could help some people to survive car accidents or whatever, heart disease, and we are aware of that.